Hey everyone, Mars Jigate here, bringing you another episode of Monday Music Recap, or recap the events from last week. Let's get started. Congress has passed a legislation that will hopefully crack down on the cancer that is ticket bots. If you don't know what that is, it's basically a ticket broker using computer software to obtain thousands of tickets in a very quick amount of time, which then creates a situation where there's a very limited amount of tickets and or it completely sells out the venue altogether. Third-party companies would then turn around and sell these tickets at a much, much higher price. Well, according to this new bill, using software like this would be considered an unfair and deceptive practice under the Federal Trade Commission Act and allow the FTC to pursue these cases in court. I'm very hopeful that this bill is passed and we can start shutting these ticket bots down. What do you guys think about it? Leave a comment down below if you want to check it out. If you want to read the article from AP, it'll be below as well. And moving on, Square Enix has put out a new trailer for Kingdom Hearts 2.8 Final Chapter Prologue, and damn does it look incredible. But this trailer also raises a concern about the game for me. When I halt my excitement and I take a step back and look at this for what it is, Kingdom Hearts 0.2, a fragmentary passage, which, seems to be the most prominent thing about this whole game, looks very much like a game demo for Kingdom Hearts 3. With a remastered version of Dream Drop Distance and a film that serves to fill in some backstory tacked on, all at a $60 price tag. To me, I'm starting to get a bit of a Metal Gear Solid 5 Ground Zero vibe from this, and I could be wrong, but if this is, I'm not so sure that $60 price tag is worth it, especially when you look at, Kingdom Hearts 1.5 and 2.5 Final Mix that's coming out in March. That's only fucking $50, and yet this thing right here, which only has really one full game, that's HD remaster and possibly a demo, in a sense, going for $60. I'm kind of getting sketchy at that, but who knows? We'll see. We'll have to wait and see. The early November has announced they will be releasing a new career-spanning acoustic album called 15 Years, which is set to be released on January 20th. If you're interested in checking it out, the details on the album, including the artwork, track lists, and pre-orders for the digital, CD, and both the LPs, will be below in the description. I Am 8-Bit has announced they will be releasing an officially licensed hour-long arrangement album called Hero of Time, based off the score from Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. They brought in a 64-player Slovak National Symphony Orchestra for this album, which will be recorded live in January. If you'd like to learn more about this thing, want to check out the details, including the awesome artwork for it, it'll be in the description. New Found Glory has announced they will be heading on a 20 years of pop punk tour, where they will be celebrating, of course, their 20th anniversary as a band, and will be playing classic albums as full. Dates below. Every Time I Die has announced a new tour with support from Knocked Loose, Harm's Way, and Eternal Sleep. Dates released. AFI has announced they will be heading on a new U.S. tour with support from the Chain Gang of 1974 and Nothing. Dates released. Opeth and Gojira has announced they'll be heading on a new U.S. tour this spring. Dates released. Mayday Parade has announced a 10th anniversary tour for A Lesson in Romantics with support from Knucklepuck and Milestone. Dates released. And Dashboard Confessional has announced they'll be heading on a new tour this January with support from Vinyl Theater. Dates released. We the King has announced a 10th anniversary tour for their self-titled album. Dates released. And finally, At the Drive-In has announced they'll be heading on a short tour this March. Dates released. For any of the dates mentioned above, you can check them all down below. And for signings, we have Terror has signed to Pure Noise Records, Revival Recordings has signed Versus, and Equal Vision Records has signed Stolas. And for new music of the week, we have Eisley, You Are Mine, a Lost for Words featuring Andrew Newfield, I Feel an Army at My Fist, At the Drive-In, Governed by Contagions, Acceptance, Diagram of a Simple Man, Lock Up, Mind Fight, Crystal Fairy, which is a new band that features members of the Melvins, Les Butcherettes, and At the Drive-In, Chisler. And for new music videos, we have AFI White Offerings, I See Stars, Calm Snow, Issues, Slow Me Down, Stone Sour, ZZYZX Road, Acoustic, Overkill, The Grinding Wheel, Modern Chemistry, Carolina, Through Fire, Breathe, and Young and Heartless, Punk Drunk. Be sure to check out all of those down below if you guys are interested. Thank you all for joining me for another episode. I will see you all in the next one. I apologize if this episode was a little bit laid back. I'm not feeling that great today, guys, so I just wanted to get this done out of the way. I'm not going to be editing it too much either. But I will see you all in the next one. Mars out.